Hi everybody, welcome to all to our channel Maths Insights. In this video, I am going to discuss what is meant by a number system and how many number of sets are there. So we will discuss all this in detail. Shall we? Before going into deep discussion into number sets, you have to know what is the meaning of a set. And then we will discuss different types of number sets. So set is a well-defined collection of objects. I made a video particularly on this. You may watch that video also. I am giving a link to this video at the end of this video. You may access that video also. So set is a collection of well-defined objects. You have different types of number sets. So I am starting with number system. The first set of numbers are natural numbers. So every set is represented by using a capital letter. In the same manner, you will represent the set of natural numbers by using n. Why? Because its name is starting with n. Therefore, I am starting with n and it is denoted by using the capital letter n. Natural numbers are numbers which are used for counting. So, counting numbers are said to be natural numbers. Counting means we will say 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. We will not say 1.5, 1.75, 0.5 like that. So, counting numbers are called natural numbers. Counting numbers starts from 1. You will not start with the 0. 0 is the meaning of nothing. So, I am starting with 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. There is no limit for this. So I am writing dash dash. I am closing this. So sets are enclosed by using these flower brackets. Within these flower brackets, we will write the numbers or elements. We will call this as elements. Next one is whole numbers. Whole numbers are represented by using capital letter W. The difference between these natural numbers and whole numbers are 0. If you include the element, the number 0, which gives the feeling nothing, then you will get set of whole numbers. So simply I am adding 0 to the set of natural numbers, then we will get 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. In these two sets of numbers, we will not find negative numbers and decimals. Okay. Next one is, third one is integers. Integers are generally represented by using I or Z. You may use both the numbers, but we will find I in most of the places. Okay. In this set of integers, we will include negative numbers also. If you include negative numbers to natural numbers and whole numbers, we will get set of integers. Okay. So starting from 0, I will write 1, 2, 3 and so on the right side of the 0. If you come left side of the 0, then there will be negative numbers on the number line. So -1, -2, -3 and so on. Whatever the number you have negative sign for it, then its value goes down. -10 is less than -9. Why? Because it is bearing negative. So if any number bears negative sign, its value goes down. So this is the set of integers. I am enclosing this with 0, positive numbers and negative numbers also. In this set of numbers, you could not find any decimals or fractions. Okay, so from these integers you may write sometimes I plus. I plus is nothing but set of positive integers. You may write positive integers like 1, 2, 3 and so on. You may include 0 also. And negative integers, if you write negative integers, you have to write negative. See, if you put plus or minus to 0, that will not make any difference. Okay, so this is 0 comma minus 3. See, this is minus 1 and minus 2 minus 3 and so on. These are called negative integers. So I am writing negative at the top of the symbol I and positive here. Next set of numbers are rational numbers. These are very important numbers. Rational numbers. Generally, these set of numbers are represented by using Q, rational numbers. So, rational numbers are defined as the numbers which are in the form of P by Q. P by Q, nothing but the fraction. But here P comma Q should belongs to Z. Z means set of integers. You have to take this numerator and denominator from the set of integers, and care should be taken that this Q should not be 0 and also Q should not be equals to 0. Why? Because if Q becomes 0, then P by 0, which is undefined. Division with 0 is undefined. So you have to take care while writing a rational number. This is the definition for set of rational numbers. If you observe that P by Q means all integers will become rational numbers. Why? Because you may write 2 as 2 by 1. Therefore, it will become in the form of P by Q. You may write this 4 as 4 by 1. You may write this minus 3 as minus 3 by 1. Any number from the sets of natural number, whole number or integers, you may express any number in the form of P by Q. That's why all these sets are also said to be rational numbers. Okay, there are other numbers which are not rational. Those are called irrational numbers. Okay, next one is irrational numbers. Irrational numbers, generally this is represented by using Q dash. Q dash represents the set of irrational numbers. Irrational numbers are the numbers which we cannot express in the form of P by Q. Those are not able to express in the form of P by Q. Those numbers are said to be irrational numbers. For example, root 2. Root 2 value is 1.414 and so on. And also pi, 22 by 7. Pi value is 22 by 7. Even though pi value is in the form of P by Q, that is not exact value. That is near to 22 by 7. That's why they expressed in the form of 22 by 7. And students are confused whether pi is rational or irrational. But pi is an irrational number. And E, Euler's constant. So some numbers are there particularly which are not able to express in the form of P by Q. Those numbers are said to be irrational numbers. So we may write which cannot be expressed as P by Q. Then those numbers are called irrational numbers. And for example, you may have root 2, pi, E and so on. You may take these particular numbers as example for irrational numbers. Okay, all these sets are called real numbers. If you combine all these numbers, we will have a name called real numbers. I will explain this by having a Venn diagram. So real numbers are defined as union of all the sets which we will discussed. We discussed natural numbers, whole numbers, integers, rational numbers, irrational numbers. If you combine all those sets of numbers, you will get a set which is called real numbers. You have to represent with OR. So the set of OR is union of natural numbers union, whole numbers union, integers union, okay, rational numbers union, irrational numbers. If you do the union of all these sets of numbers, you know what is meant by union of sets. For this also I made a video. If you want, you may have the access to that video also, how to do the union of two sets. I have given the link at the end of this video. You may access for that also. So N union, W union, Z union, Q union, Q dash. Union is nothing but combining. If you combine all these sets of numbers, then you will get a new set, a superior set called set of real numbers. Okay, I will explain this by taking a Venn diagram. See, if you treat this set of real numbers as superior set, so you come to know what is meant by superior set in the chapter sets. Now I am taking a rectangle to represent the set of real numbers. In these real numbers, there are two types of numbers. One set is rational number and another set is irrational number. So I am taking two circles for representing rational numbers and irrational numbers. Okay, so you may take rational numbers as Q and this is Q dash. Q dash and Q are different set of numbers. They will not combine at any point. You cannot find rational numbers in irrational numbers, and you cannot find irrational numbers and rational numbers. This is a different set. That's why it is separated from set of rational numbers. But in the rational numbers, you have natural numbers, whole numbers, integers, all these sets. So you have to represent set of natural numbers by using a small circle within this set of rational numbers. Why? Because in the set of rational numbers you will find natural numbers 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. So I am representing these with a capital letter called N. And if you see the second set, whole numbers, this is also a part of rational numbers. Why? Because every number in the set of whole numbers can be expressed as P by Q. That's why I am representing by using another circle to represent W. Why? Because natural numbers and whole numbers are different. In natural numbers you could not find 0, but if you include 0, then that will become set of whole numbers and also integers. So you can represent integers also. So in set of integers you will find 0 along with negative numbers, but you could not find decimal points. So if you include those decimal points also, you will get set of these rational numbers. That's why I represented this set of rational numbers, including within that natural numbers, whole numbers, integers, and this is irrational numbers. You have to write this superior set as universal set as OR. So this diagram will clearly explain us what are the sets of different number sets. Okay, we will have another set of numbers. See, if you are naming a particular set of numbers as real numbers, there should be other numbers which are not real. We will discuss those numbers. As we said, if some numbers are naming a set of real numbers, we are naming one particular set as real numbers, then there are other sets of numbers. What are those? The first one is imaginary numbers. So second one you may take, if you assume that real numbers are number 1, then you may take it as a second one. So imaginary numbers. Imaginary numbers. See, this is a different concept. Suppose if I want to find square root of 4, I may write plus 2. Okay. If I want square root of 9, I may write plus 3. But if I want to write square root of minus 4, I cannot get the answer. See, square root and square are interrelated. If you do square root, you will get a number. and if you square this number, you have to get this number. So what is the answer for this? You cannot write plus 3, plus 2. Why? Because if you do square of this number, you will get plus 4, not minus 4. Similarly, if you write minus 2 also, if you square this number, minus 2 whole square means minus 2 into minus 2. Minus is multiplied 2 times. Therefore, it will become positive, and again you will get positive 4, and you will not get you will not get minus 4. So to overcome this, the imaginary numbers were introduced. So by imagination, they have defined that I square is equals to minus 1, where this I is called imaginary number, where it comes from this letter I square is equals to minus 1, where this I is called iota also. I is called iota. You may call it iota. So they define I square is equals to minus 1. Now coming to this one, square root of minus 4, I will write minus 4 as minus 1 into 4. So in the place of minus 1, I will write I square. So I square into 4 square root of, that is equals to, I will split it as square root of I square into square root of 4, that is equals to, you may cancel this square and square root, then you will get I into, for this 2, that is 2I. So any number which appears with I, then you may say that that is an imaginary number. Next one is complex numbers. As we said, we have another concept called complex numbers. Actually, these are not new numbers like real numbers and imaginary numbers. The name itself says that complex is nothing but mixture. If you go to any complex, so it will have multi-storied buildings. You could find anything there. So not going to any other place, you may purchase everything there. That's why you will call it as a complex. So like that, here also complex numbers means if you combine real numbers and imaginary numbers, then you will say that set is called complex numbers. Suppose I am writing 4 plus 3i. In this case, you could find real numbers and imaginary numbers. Here 4 comma 3 belongs to set of real numbers. I is an imaginary number. Okay, so if you combine both imaginary number and real number, you say that those are called complex numbers. So the general form of complex numbers are a plus ib, where a comma b belongs to set of real numbers. Therefore, you may say that if any number which is in the form of a plus ib, suppose if you take 2i is also an complex numbers along with imaginary number, you may say that it is a complex number. Why? Because you may write 0 plus 2i, where this 0 and 2 belongs to set of real numbers. Therefore, any number which is an imaginary number, you may say that that is also a complex number. These are the brief introduction of set of numbers. If you like my video, kindly subscribe to my channel for more videos. If you subscribe, you will get notification when I upload a new video. Thank you very much. We will meet in the next video.